All right, let's take you guys across the pond to London where we got Jets Broncos on Sunday morning. We got the best bets for you guys with our betting aficionado, Erich Richter, for the post. I call you an aficionado because you're efficient, my man. You're putting a lot of money in the people's pockets with these segments. So the Jets across the pond haven't won a game yet. The Broncos look pretty good. What are the bets you love in this one?
So the Broncos don't just look good, I think they look great. And I think that they're one of the AFC's low-key like Super Bowl contenders. The Broncos are number one in net yards per play. So just something to keep in mind. I don't have a bet on the spread for this one. Now, my model has the score 15.99 to 23.3. So that's about like a 7.5 point spread. So I'm not betting the spread just based on that. But where I will target is I'll target the under, and I'll target the under for a specific reason. The under is 43.5. And the reason is that Denver defense is loaded from top to bottom in terms of like their skill players, linebackers, Patrick Surtain, etc. So for me, I think that Denver is in a spot here, even in London, which gives me some hesitancy because I don't know exactly what their training schedule has, what their schedule has been. Like they were just in Philly. Did they fly back to Denver and then back to London, or did they fly from Denver to Philly to London? Either way, they've been away from home for about 2 weeks. So I do have some concerns there with that travel schedule in London. There are some questions. Now, I'll bet the under here because again, the Jets defense has been horrible this year, and there's no denying that. I still think that there's some talent there, and I still think that they're underachieving. And Aaron Glenn should be able to figure this out. Otherwise, he's going to be on the street. If the defense is 32nd ranked at the end of the year, he's not going to be the coach next year. So the most important thing is to figure out the defense for him. I'm going to go under 43.5. Denver's offense hasn't been great. Denver's defense has been amazing. So give me the under 43.5. My projected score of the game was 23-16. So that's a solid 39 points. You're getting 4 points as a little edge there.
Player wise, is there a player prop bet that you like in this one?
Yeah, I think that Justin Fields needs to get going with his legs, and under 7.5 is actually some of the lowest numbers that we've seen from him this year. So it was 8.5 earlier in the year. I think at one point it even crept to 9.5 after the Steelers game. So for me, I don't take over 7.5, excuse me, for Justin Fields. I want to see him get moving in the run game, and I think in London is a spot to do that. Denver's pass rush is really ferocious. They blitz a lot. I think that's an opportunity for Justin Fields to maybe break contain, get to the outside, get to the sideline, and keep the chains moving. I think the Jets could keep this one close. That's why I'm not betting the spread, and my model doesn't show any value there. But I think that Justin Fields, if he can run the ball more, will give them more of an opportunity to get the ball down the field and maybe actually put up some points in this game.
As a wide receiver, I hate the fact that you want him to run the football, but at the end of watching this Jets offense, I've realized that is the only way that they can move the chains and get into the end zone. So at this point, with them being winless on the season, it just is what it is. I'm going to go full John Gruden on this one. Just win, baby.
Yeah,
Erich, appreciate you hopping on with this, man.
yeah, appreciate you, bro.